If I had to pick between Google Ads or SEO for a junk removal business, I wonder what I would pick. SEO, that's what my channel's about. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I show junk removal business owners how to design nice websites, work on their SEO to improve their online presence, which equals more clicks on their website, which equals more money in their pockets. And today, what I want to discuss is the subject of Google AdWords versus SEO and which one I think is better for a junk removal business. So, if I was starting a junk removal business in another city, in some other town, what would I would do to get that thing going? Well, in the beginning, I might consider doing the Google AdWords, but for the long term, I would definitely focus on SEO and get search engine optimized my website to be shown on the search engine for the long haul and for years to come. I would say on the scale of I do Google AdWords. I do fiddle around with them a bit. I wouldn't say I'm as great as I am with the SEO. On a scale of 1 to 10 with SEO, I would say I'm a 10. Might be bragging a little bit, but I do consider myself to be honestly to be pretty badass at SEO. When it comes to Google AdWords, I want on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I have a seven or so. I know how to target them. I know how to word them. I know how to do all the geographical location. I know how to what do you call it? The pricing of them and everything. I've gotten the clicks down to about $3 a click for some guys that I've done them before. But the thing with it, and I do see a lot of mistakes being done with Google AdWords, and I'm sure that ends up negative for a lot of guys. Sometimes I'm doing searches in a specific area, um, and I see the ads on there, and I see somebody doing advertising in a city when they're in a different state or freaking 500 miles away, and it's just like, oh, it's crazy to see people not just do a little homework with the little bit of Google AdWord homework, so you could target your ads a little bit better. And I also see the mistake of people making like pretty honestly pretty crummy websites. They don't have a call to action. They don't really know what people get there. Don't even know what the webs where they're doing service. There's not even a click button to call or anything like that. So sometimes I see a lot of people make that mistake. If you have a badass website, everything's all set up your website. So you could do Google AdWords to get started. You can set them up for, 10 bucks a day, 20 bucks a day, 30 bucks a day, depending on the competition out there, what you want, um, what you're willing to spend. It can end up costing you 5, 6, 7, 800 bucks a month. But your return on investment, if you do end up getting a lot of jobs with it, fuck it. Why not? So that's why Google AdWords is okay. But for me, I would do SEO, search engine optimization, because that just you're basically creating a billboard for your business. It's going to be up 24/7, 365 days a year, all the time. It's always up and it never comes down. Google AdWords, let's say you target for 20 bucks a day. As soon as your 20 bucks are up, boom, your ad's gone. And then you always got people competing. Another thing that I have found fascinating, and I've seen studies and studies and studies, our subconscious, for some reason, when we go into the Google search, whatever shows up at the top, I mean, we see the ads and we subconsciously know these people are paying for these ads to be at the top of the search results. And it's a little bit of a turnoff for some of us, a little bit. We'll click on them. And if, like I said, the website's badass, we might call them. But we tend to gravitate to what shows up naturally, what shows up in that little 3-pack Google map and then on that top 10 on the search results. That's just in our human nature. We feel like whoever's, glued to the top, we feel like they earned that spot. They feel like they we trust Google that much. It's crazy. We really shouldn't, but we do. We trust the results from Google, and they've worked in it for, the past 10, 20 years on their search engine to make sure they're number one. So we have that trust with them. So whatever they recommend at the top, we feel like those businesses are worthy of it. So I'm going to show you a crystal quick results of just a Google map listing for the guy I'm helping. This is a small town. It's only 28,000 people, so it's not like it's a huge town. But you can see on his Google ad, not his Google AdWords. So I'm saying his Google map listing just this month, where we in the 10th day of this month, he's gotten 7 calls off his Google map listing alone. That means they didn't even go to his website. They didn't even go anything like that. That means they just went on their phone, scrolled, typed in junk removal. They saw his business there and just hit the call button directly straight on there. They didn't even look at his website. That's the power of Google and getting found on search engine with the search engine optimized website and getting your business found. So I would recommend in the beginning, if you want, this is something you want to do, is do some Google ads. You could do some Google ads, and as you progress, your website starts getting traction, starts getting that seasoning online, starts building that trust with Google. Eventually, you can wean off the ads, and as your website shows up on the search results, you don't need to pay for the ads anymore. You're good to go, and you're good for the long haul. Just a little bit of maintenance. Make sure you keep your listing up there. Some little posts on your Google Map listing, and you should be good to go. And in a huge town, that's thousands of dollars of free advertising if you can get your SEO going. So that's my opinion on Google AdWords and SEO. If you guys want to learn more information on all this stuff, like I said, always go to my description. Go click my website. I got some services up there. I'm still working on the do-it-yourself. My plan is to create a do-it-yourself website design, so you can show you guys how you can design your own website, and also the SEO course as well, and also I'll have the services where I do it for you as well. All right, till next time, guys. Peace out.